the Leafs don't necessarily need Matthews.
Yeah, I think
Are they
arguably,
a better team without him? Maybe not, but can they trade him away, get some pieces, and become better without him? Absolutely.
I think yeah, if they make it's very difficult to, but if they made the right trade and the right move, and you think about it this way, like
Do you think they could get Quinn Hughes?
for Austin Matthews, absolutely. I
I know
think
Quinn Hughes probably doesn't want to play there, but I know that Canucks management is talking about, well, if like we don't have a good season this year and they haven't really, they would want to trade Hughes this
yeah,
year
that'd be interesting.
rather than next year because he has more value this year because he has one more year left on his contract.
I mean,
It would be so sick if he went to New Jersey though.
hey guys, welcome back to the pod. I am Nishan here with Ilias, and we are the brothers in the box. Ilias, how was your week today?
Today I just woke up, but my week in general was it was pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. You got final season starting, but yesterday I went to a Swiss party and I met this guy from Switzerland, and he told me that he thinks that the Swiss Olympic team, like the national team, is the best in the world.
That's crazy.
And I was so confused when I heard this information. But he was telling me, he's like, well, Switzerland always finishes first in the Olympics. And I'm like, yeah, but no NHLers have been to the Olympics since 2014.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be very fun.
We're 3 short months away. Less than 3 months away from the Olympics.
Yeah, I know.
Less than 3 months for Canada to apply the belt to the US.
Yeah, well,
Hopefully.
we'll see. It's gonna be a long Olympics, which I'm very excited for because Four Nations, as much as I liked it, I felt like it was too short.
Yeah, but I think Olympics is 3 preliminary games.
Yeah, but
And
then like the
and then
elimination games are gonna be.
was a round of it's a quarters, I think, for finals, semifinals. It's 3 games, I think.
Yeah,
So 6 games in total.
yeah, but realistically, they have to put Canada and the U.S. in different brackets. Like the opposite
They
ends of the
should.
brackets.
They should.
If they're not if they're not like attempting to get them to meet in the finals, what are we doing here?
No, because you want the highest ratings possible, and that would give you the highest ratings possible
Yeah.
than meeting in the final.
And also, like maybe put like Sweden or something with like Canada, or like Finland with Canada. But other than that, no, I don't think putting.
I really wish Russia was allowed to compete because they have a nasty team.
They do. It's like it's unfortunate. Like Ovi's had such a stellar career, but he's just never been able to go to the Olympics.
Yeah, you know what I found out this morning actually? Chris Paul is going to be retiring after this year.
Really, like the NBA player.
Yeah.
Wow.
Legendary point guard. Obviously not an NHLer, but like still crazy career for him to have. I feel like a lot of these, I don't want to say older guys because they're not old, but like older in the sense of the league. In a lot of the big four sports are starting to come to retirement, and we're seeing a shift. Like we talked about it last pod about how the golden age is kind of coming back, and you have all this young talent, like especially in the like NHL and NBA, I would say.
Yeah,
But even in the
yeah.
NFL,
Yeah, NFL as well. I feel like each year, like, like there's those specific players, like 25, 26 that are like consistently like really like in the players that are in their prime are gonna perform their best.
but even like the rookie pool
Yeah, like
has been, and rookies and sophomores and juniors, guys who are still young in their career who haven't had a lot of experience under their belt. Like Bedard's been playing really well in Chicago after his sophomore slump. Celebrini's been so good this season. Schaefer might make the Olympic team.
yeah,
Rumors.
it was announced recently that he's been
He got
considered.
he got drug tested.
Yeah, he's been considered for the Olympics.
So that confirms that he obviously passed the drug test. He's just an animal on the ice. But it confirms that he can compete in Milan if they so choose to want him to be there. I don't think it's crazy for them to want him there.
Yeah, like
because he's an absolute stud.
He's been cooking, and he's showing that he can. And like realistically, right? You think about it this way, where like obviously New York is a good team. Like New York is not the best team in the world, but what he's doing on that team is crazy. He's elevated that team. And
Yeah, he has. That. I think. I mean, even with the shutout from last game or a couple games ago, where Obviously a shutout is a very big accomplishment for a goalie, but I think that more than the goalie, I think it actually not more than the goalie, but very second to the goalie is a defensive group that really comes together and allows that goalie to make easy saves and take away high danger shots so that the goalie can like put up a zero on the score sheet.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like shutouts are a big thing to have, but at the same time, like, there's like shutouts where like it was the goalie, and then there's shutouts where it was like the team.
100%. 100%.
Like obviously, like a goalie can like make those crazy saves and make sure that their team is in it at all times. But then there's also ones where the goalie doesn't face many shots. Obviously there's gonna be some high dangerous chances, but yeah, like a defense and like the constant pressure of the offense can like play a huge part in that as well.
100%. 100%. Pickard came really close to a shutout the other night.
Yeah, honestly, like it was a good game.
It was the best game they've played all week,
Yeah,
considering. I'm excited for tonight's game, though.
yeah, we have. I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but Connor Clattenburg. He was in the AHL.
The 6'4", 250-pound monster.
He's been called up, which is kind of crazy because Noah Phillip is on LTIR now, so we have the space. Yeah, I'm very excited to see.
I'm predicting they drop the mitts right off the first face-off.
The thing is, like, with who though? No, Kachuk is injured.
No, I think Bennett could go.
Bennett could definitely go.
Marchand could go if you wanted to.
God, I forgot Marchand's on that team.
You could also get one of the defensemen to go with him.
Yeah.
I would say that Bennett is the most likely person to want to go, but I always love seeing these finals rematches. I remember last year I was watching it. It was such a high scoring game. It was like 8-7 or something like that.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off because the Oilers just absolutely they suck. They suck.
I mean, I don't know what it is right now with the beef between the four. I get the Panthers, but the beef between Tampa Bay and Edmonton was also showing. It was a very I don't know what the word is, but it was a very aggressive game.
It was a very physical game.
Yeah, very physical.
I think it's just because Edmonton needed to go out there and send a message to prove to itself that they're capable of winning scrappy 1-0 games, and obviously they couldn't, but they played a good game overall.
Yeah. It was just unfortunate that actually I'm pretty sure the shot in overtime when Roslovic had an empty net, I'm pretty sure Vasi got a piece of that.
He did.
Yeah.
He did get a piece of it.
Which is crazy.
But I think that's still in Roslovic. You have to elevate there.
No, you do.
It's a wide open net. There's one pad in front of the net.
Or just take it back and then shoot it.
He's coming in with a lot of speed, so I understand that it's
difficult, and then he has to immediately go back, and then it's just Guentzel bearing down on Pickard, and that's never fun.
Isha and I were talking about this, but I don't think anybody misses a breakaway against Pickard 1v1 in the NHL. Unfortunately,
maybe even Skinner. I could argue maybe 3 people, but I don't even know who those 3 people are.
Skinner, I think Skinner is.
Realistically, both Pickard and Skinner bite on one move. They just little shot fake, little move extension of a forehand or a backhand, and then you shoot the other side.
They do bite on one move, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Another highlight play though you were talking to me about was Rantanen's hit on Romanov.
Yeah, it was so funny to see. What's their head coach's name? I'm forgetting right now.
Dallas.
No,
Colorado
Islanders coach.
I honestly have no idea. No one likes that franchise, so it doesn't matter.
He's a good player. He used to play Patrick Roy.
Yeah.
Yes, I completely slipped my mind, but he was going off on Rantanen. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
Right after the hits. I don't think there's any malice or ill intent behind the hit. I think it was just a hockey play, and Romanov couldn't stop in time before he went into the boards. What happened is that as Rantanen's walking down the tunnel, Patrick Roy is just giving it to him, just shouting. He's red in the face. He looks like a tomato, and he's saying when next time you're in New York, you're not making it out uninjured and all this stuff,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't think there was too much ill intent. Obviously the NHL agrees because they didn't fine him.
Yeah, I feel a little bit of it is also It may not be entirely this, but yeah, their star player, like protecting their star players as well is a big thing.
Like the NHL.
Yeah, and just like like making sure they make the right decisions when it comes to like big name players.
Yes and no, because I've seen. I think if you were to protect your star players, you'd call more penalties on McDavid.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't call too many.
Why not? If a penalty is a penalty, why not call it? You call it against other people.
Yeah, like no, I 100% agree. I think the Oilers don't get enough calls, and a lot of the reason I would say like 2 or 3 years ago when the power play was cooking was because the Oilers were getting a little bit more calls. But yeah, no, I agree. I think obviously like protecting your star players and calling those penalties is a big thing, but in terms of this, I feel like like just making sure you make the right decision on like these kind of plays, like whether the player should be fined or like other discipline should happen.
But I don't think that there was any intent behind
Yeah, no,
it.
I agree.
I think it was just
think they
an
made the right
awkward.
decision.
It was an awkward angle.
Yeah.
Romanov went into the boards. He had his hand extended, so it wasn't like he was like obviously yeah he's going in fast, like it's gonna hurt, but it's not like he wasn't protected to an extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was kind of crouching down a little bit and kind of got pushed, and I think it was the right call to give him the 5 minute board
Yeah.
because it was boarding and it was a weird angle, but I don't think it was intentional for Rantanen to push him like that.
Yeah.
I think
it was definitely by accident.
yeah. It's
He's
not
just
like he
trying to get
tripped
to-
him. It's not like he tripped him or anything. He's
Yeah,
just trying to get to the puck, and
Exactly.
I think they were. Was it Dallas that they shut out 5-0?
No, it was the Red Wings.
Okay. Anyways, regardless, Brandon's always gonna try and make a hockey move.
Yeah, no, he's like one of those like scrappy but really like skill based players.
Yeah, he's very tenacious.
Yeah, he is. He has that ability.
Yeah, he wants it.
Yeah. Speaking of wanting it, PWHL Vancouver
Undefeated
so far.
Undefeated #1
I didn't get a
in
chance.
the league.
I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I watched the highlights. That OT goal, that OT pass was really, really nice.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Sarah Nurse scored her first goal.
Yeah.
The Golden Eyes, Golden Woman. Is that crazy to say?
Maybe.
Like best player on the team, I think.
Is there a captain that's been named yet?
I don't believe so. They played in PNE though.
Yeah. I'm low-key like a little bit sad that it's not at Rogers, but it's just
I think they deserve to play at Rogers.
But it's just the schedule is just so busy,
I think that's just an excuse though. So the captain of the team is Ashton Bell, and then Claire Thompson and Sarah Nurse are
they have
are apples or assistants. I don't know. I think it's poor on Rogers, and I think it's also poor on the league.
Yeah.
For not setting it up so that the Golden Eyes can play at Rogers, because there was no Canucks game yesterday.
Yeah, it's just like it would be difficult to make their schedules as like match. I just wonder if other like arenas in like that have PWHL teams
The Torn are playing in Climate Pledge.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I feel like it's not like obviously Rogers Arena is a place for like a lot of concerts, and I don't know if Climate Pledge has that.
They do. Yeah.
So then there's no specific reason.
There should be no excuse for why the Golden Eyes are playing at PNE and not at Rogers, because they showed. Okay, also PNE is a horrible stadium. I don't know what the last time you've been there. I remember the Giants used to play there. Like obviously the ice isn't bad and whatever. The seats, purely from a fan perspective, the seats are so close together. I was there for Sean Paul.
Right.
In the summer, and there's like no room between the seats. There's no, like, obviously in Vancouver there's basically no cup holders. Actually, no, there are now.
At Rogers?
At Rogers.
Yeah, it's on the back of the seats now.
But at PNE in the Coliseum, it's just kind of, it's not it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like for especially Vancouver, your like main kind of area, especially for sports, is BC Place and Rogers Arena.
Exactly.
Like, you have the Canucks in Rogers Arena. You have the BC Lions and BC Place.
And then I would just say like Langley Event Center where the Giants play, and then maybe Abbotsford Event Center, yeah. Because Langley Event Center, the Bandits play and the Giants play.
Yeah.
And then Abbotsford, obviously the Abbotsford Canucks play out there.
But other than that, like I feel like
but proper Vancouver sports team,
like pro like highest level is in those two places.
Yeah. like the Whitecaps, the Lions, and the Canucks. And I think them not playing in Rogers Arena is a really big missed opportunity.
I agree.
Because I think that you can get the fans that you need to fill and meet your revenue targets and to pack the place, because yesterday at PNE, from what it looked like, it was full.
Yeah, no, because the thing with Vancouver is if the team is good,
They'll show up.
they'll show up. The Vancouver Golden Knights look really good.
They do look really good. I think that, and I don't think this is crazy. They're a championship contender.
Absolutely, they are. They have the set pieces to go and get it. They have the star power, everything.
I mean, obviously, like I haven't done a ton of research about the team yet, but I'm happy to hop on the wagon.
No, absolutely. Like, I mean, isn't even a wagon yet because they just started as a team.
First
So
in the league.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, inaugural game, inaugural season.
I can say I've been a PWHL fan since day one of the franchise.
Okay, that's I think pushing it a little bit.
Well,
But I think
PWHL Vancouver started, and I was immediately a fan.
Oh, okay, buddy. I think what the PWHL is doing, especially this year, will really grow the league.
I agree.
I'm a huge fan of their efforts and their expansion this year and bringing more talent in. I think it's just gonna make the game more exciting, and it's just gonna make the game better.
Speaking of another team that has been a little bit undervalued and is playing at, not the bestest of stadiums.
Yeah, Swan Guard.
Yeah,
Shout out Swan Guard.
Yeah.
Used to do track and field meets there.
Yeah, no, that was back in the day. But
Bro, you're not even that old. You can't say back in the day.
bro, back in my prime
Nah.
years, I was running those 100 meters.
Bro, you haven't even hit university. You can't say back in my prime years.
But
You're
no,
such a joke.
bro. Okay, all right. But the Vancouver Rise FC, it's the women's equivalent to basically the Whitecaps.
Yeah, they play in the Northern Super League, which is another new league.
Mhm.
Obviously, PWHL isn't new. It's been around for a couple of years now, but a new league that just started this year. And Vancouver went out last weekend and beat a juggernaut of a Toronto team.
Yeah, like
Went into,
was it an upset?
I think it was an upset, yeah.
Okay.
I know that Vancouver, I remember listening to the media and stuff, and the captain, I don't remember her name, of the Vancouver team, she was saying that they're not really projecting to beat Toronto. They're very happy that they made it to the final and very grateful to play on the stage of that caliber. They went into BMO Field on, I think it was the 17th of November,
Yeah, I believe so.
and they went and beat them 2-1 in a exciting match. I'm not really one for soccer all the time, or football as some like to call it, because American football is better, and sometimes soccer just gets a little bit boring, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
feel like sometimes it's just a little bit long.
it is, yeah. There's just too much, like there's too many periods with no action, especially when teams play a certain way, like they just park the bus.
Yeah,
Or I know the way that Man City plays, they really just play possession. Like when teams just keep possession and pass it a lot, and then wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for an opening and then strike, it can make it a little bit boring. But when it's back and forth, I think soccer is really fun to watch.
yeah. I mean, this game was a very close game. Toronto scored in the first 19, and then Vancouver, they got one back. I was listening to some of the media as well with our dad actually in the car. We were just listening to the CBC radio, and they were just talking about about how it was a very close game. They got a fan's perspective that was at the game, and it was just like it's very cool to see. Like it's as passionate as I am about the Oilers. There's other people that are passionate about this team, which is nice.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool to see that just in its inaugural season, they went out, and in the inaugural season of the league as well, and they went out and are champions.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be the inaugural season of the PWHL, but absolutely they're going to go win it.
Yeah, I think so. I think they definitely have a chance. But then again, you get into the narrative of another Toronto team fall short.
Yeah, Toronto is losing in the finals is gotta hurt.
It
But
is.
the Maple Leafs has never made it there.
Well, they have.
Well,
just not in
not
recent
in recent
history.
years. They can't get past the second round in recent years.
No, I know that Matthews is out right now, but they've had an abysmal start to the season. I think they're 9-9 with a couple of OT losses.
Yeah. I mean, that Nylander goal is so nasty.
Oh, the OT.
The OT one, the little.
Yes,
Those
beginning of
honestly,
the
like,
week.
as much as I want to say, like, that was all Nylander, Tavares had a huge part in that.
Oh, and that's why I have both of them on the fantasy team.
And then obviously that beautiful pass across from Morgan Riley as well. That was just on point as well.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, I feel like the real question that we should be asking about the Leafs is, do they realistically need Matthews? Obviously, right now they have a good amount of injured players. They have Matthews out, Nyes is out as well. So I mean, I don't. When Nyes was back, I believe they were winning games. I can't tell you for sure, but I believe I don't know how much of a obviously having a top line center that's not Jonathan Tavares is huge. But at the same time, that chemistry between Nylander, Tavares, sometimes Nick Robertson, sometimes Matthew Nyes, depending on who's in the lineup, is very nice.
I think that the Leafs don't necessarily need Matthews.
Yeah, I think
Are they a better team without him? Maybe not, but can they trade him away, get some pieces, and become better without him? Absolutely.
I think, yeah, if they make it's very difficult to, but if they made the right trade and the right moves, they get a lot for him. And you think about it this way,
do you think they could get Quinn Hughes
for Austin Matthews? Absolutely.
I know Quinn Hughes probably doesn't want to play there, but I know that Canucks management is talking about, well, if we don't have a good season this year and they haven't really, they would want to trade Hughes this year rather than next year, because he has more value this year because he has one more year left on his contract.
I mean,
it would be so sick if he went to New Jersey though.
Yeah. And I know the Leafs are looking for defensemen. I think recently they've been really in talks with Calgary, trying to get Rasmus Anderson.
They're really strapped as well, I feel like.
Yeah, obviously they got Troy Stetcher from us, but I don't think that's who they had in mind. But at the same time, I feel like
playing Simon Benoit on your top line
is not cutting it.
He's not a top, I love that guy, but he's not a top line center.
Also, I drafted Morgan Riley in both my leagues this year, and the fact that he's almost a minus every single game is not cutting it, because it's horrible. It's plummeting my fantasy team.
You know who hasn't been a minus in recent games? Your favorite player.
He is far from my favorite player.
Evan Bouchard.
He's at a -5 right now.
I'm at a -5 now.
They are playing Florida tonight.
So our little friendly wager has officially started.
It has. You have 1 more week?
2 weeks.
No, last week was the first week.
No, it's when it changes and we're at Saturday. That's when it starts. And then we get 2 weeks in which to monitor and then carry it out.
I honestly think you're definitely doing something with it's you have 1 more week. That's it. We can go back and review the tapes, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 more week.
We absolutely will review the tapes, and the tapes will show that I have this week and next week. But if you want to make it 1 week, Bouchard is that guy, and he'll make it in 1 week. +5 is very manageable.
All right, 1 week.
No, I would like to take the 2.
No, 1 week. If you're that confident, 1 week.
Nah, I'll take the 2. Thank you very much.
Well, you don't have 2 weeks, but you have 1 week, and we'll check back in 1 week, and then you're gonna be eating your words when Darnell Nurse has another 2 goals.
Darnell Nurse is not that guy. He's not that guy. He got so lucky. He got so lucky scoring those 2 goals.
Bro, those were 2 nice goals.
They're not nice, bro. It's literally just a screen in front that's helping him to beat the goalie.
He recognized
There's nothing that he's doing.
There's
nothing that he's doing that anybody else in the league couldn't do.
I disagree. That
Stetcher could have scored those goals. Yes.
No, he could not have. He wouldn't have hit the net.
Yes, he would have.
Nurse at least. Okay, the thing with Nurse is he'll hit the net.
He's a pylon.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He is the human pylon. That's his nickname. Also, Egghead. But so is Bouchard sometimes.
Sure, but Bouchard provides more value.
But honestly, at the same time, the value that he provides is, providing that top line, D-Ben pairing, and then also playing on that power play. But I noticed that, when the Oilers did have a power play these last couple games, Bouchard would go off when Dressler, McDavid, Hyman were still on, and Wallman would come on. And I feel like it didn't make that much of a difference. honestly, Wallman had some good keeps that I don't know if Bouchard could have had. And like obviously, like I don't know if that's gonna happen, like if that would have happened or not. But I don't know. I feel like you're talking about the tenacity factor before. I feel like Wallman has more tenacity than Bouchard does.
Woman's hurt and he's so injury prone.
Well, I believe I don't know.
I don't know if he's on the injury report for tonight, but
when he gets it going, he's nice.
I agree, and he's fun to watch as well. He has like
his celebrations are unmatched.
yeah, and his
unmatched.
reactions, and he just like openly talks. But in the finals last year, he was laughing at Eetu Luosterainen, and after that point, the Oilers have been playing on a 31-51 pace.
Yeah, that is not ideal.
It's you can't make playoffs with that number.
No, you cannot. Yeah, we need to start getting it going soon, just to make sure we're hopefully in a playoff spot.
Yeah, I know they were shopping for goalies. AHL
goalies.
Yeah,
most likely. I mean, a lot of teams don't want to give up their goalies right now.
It's a tough goalie market. You got to find a gem though. You have to find a gem.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't like. I haven't checked up on Connor Ingram's numbers this week, but at the same time, like I don't see him being ready in time for the Oilers to just make that extra like goaltending change. And I honestly I don't know how much I want him to be that new goaltender for the Oilers. Just
that Askarov kid is a wagon though.
He is.
Oh, he's still good. I wish we had him.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of goaltenders that are just really, really solid, and they're not Oilers.
No,
it's just unfortunate.
So Stan Bowman, please do something because we're dying here, and you're letting our team wither away and waste another year of McDry being absolutely incredible.
And 2 generational talents in both of them as well.
Thank you so much for listening to the pod, guys. We are on Apple, on Spotify, on YouTube. We will be making a TikTok very shortly, but we're posting reels for you guys' enjoyment and to get the word out, so please spread the word. And it's been a pleasure. We'll see you next week.